Perfect. Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing today? We're just going to be jumping on Instagram right now. Let's see how the day goes. How is everybody doing today? Happy Tuesday evening, everybody. So sorry about the delay, just making sure we're just jumping on. Oh, weird. So sorry. Let's just make sure everything's going well so far. Boom, boom, boom. Alrighty. You signed notification logged in devices on. Let's see what we have so far, guys. Approve. Perfect. Just getting everything set up, everybody. Hope all is well. Hope all is well, everybody. So here we go. We're going Instagram Live. Boom. Allow full. Boom. All right, everybody. We're just connecting onto Instagram Live now. We should be on in the next few minutes. But we are officially live on Instagram as well as YouTube. So if you guys are just joining us for the first time, hello, everybody. My name is Will, owner of Energize Us LLC, based out of the Northeast of the United States, licensed and insured electrical contractors. Or if you're tuning in on our Energize Us Edu page, I'm also founder and CEO of Energize Us Edu. We are a non-for-profit trade school trying to get people licensed, insured to become true trades professional. As we know what the full scope of the skill trades have to offer, that's who we are. That's what we're trying to bring to you. Today in our masterclass, we're going to be talking about two different topics. So sorry about that. I got the hiccups. The two topics that we're going to be going over today is driving productivity and establishing accountability when it comes to the job site, when it comes to owning and operating your own electrical contracting business or any business in the skill trades. And also, if you happen to be an employee, a foreman, someone with a leadership position within a company, how you can develop accountability as well as drive productivity for yourself and your team. And the reason why I picked this topic for this week to go over, it's because I personally had to deal with this last week on Thursday, Friday, and we touched on it this week on Monday with the employee and the staff. So everything what I appreciate about the experiences of this business, about being in a leadership position when it comes to a team, because we all are leaders in our own capacity. There's some individuals who don't feel like they're a leader in their own capacity, or vice versa. They feel like no one should be a leader, or very few people or not enough people should call themselves leader because they don't view themselves above other people. But that's a distorted view on leadership. Each and every one of us is a leader. You're a leader in your own household. You're a leader if you're married, if you're a leader, if you have children, if you're physically employed as a leader in management, and or if you are an owner or operator of your own business, you're in leadership. Or if you're aspiring to be, you have to have these qualities even before you get that position. So leadership is a quality all of us can work towards, all of us can obtain. So to have that distorted view on leadership, that's something that we have to fix. But this week, physically, it helped me in the sense where in my electrical contracting business, I have an employee that I had to go over with them and talk about not only accountability, but at the same time, how to drive productivity. And that can be a very sensitive conversation. And what I've been learning about business and owning and operating and how to communicate with other people efficiently is not to go off of your first gut instincts, in the sense where we're all human, we're all imperfect. When something happens, we tend to want to speak on it instantly. Hey, something does this, you want to, especially when it comes to blue collar work. We tend to speak our mind when we're on the job sites. So sorry, I'm throwing on some cocoa butter. But we tend to speak up, we tend to lash out, we tend to speak our mind, especially when it comes to something on the job site. This could be a conflict, especially when you're in a leadership position, when you have a position where people look up to you, people look towards you for help, assistance in any way, shape, or form, or if you're aspiring to be a leader, a public figure, a speaker, and then you react harshly or communicate in an improper way or an unhealthy way towards someone. Now the outside world can look at you in a different light. So that's something we all want to keep in mind. But if you guys are just jumping on, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are live on Instagram Live as well as YouTube. So just in case you want to re-watch these videos, you can head over to our YouTube channel at Energize Us Edu, and you can check out the recordings. But this week, we're going to talk about driving productivity and accountability, because this is what I'm currently facing in my job. In my role as the owner of Energize Us Energize Us LLC, we're over here trying to keep our team accountable. And one thing what I noticed is when someone doesn't carry their weight, I tend to want to just instantly just go, oh, what's going on, guys? We know the better. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. And that led us to the conversation when it came up to leadership. We recognize that we have to have a different communication. We have to speak in a different way so we can bring those ideas across to somebody. How are we going to do that in a blue collar role? And especially when it comes to productivity and accountability, because this is where there's a conflict for a lot of people. I want to push productivity to make sure our business is running smoother, being more productive, can turn to more revenue, which in turn gives me an opportunity to grow the company at the scale that I want it to grow, but at the same time, be able to provide and give other things for our employees. So how can you drive productivity and keep your team accountable? And it all comes down to communication again. As you guys mentioned, a lot of individuals, especially when it comes to the blue collar trade, when they speak on things, they do not communicate, or they assume you guys understand what they're trying to say. And that's a big issue, especially when it comes to the trades, because with the owner, his mind is on a certain goal, a certain topic, a certain agenda that he has to get done. Bang, 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 bang. But for many people, we assume that the other person, our employee, our family, spouses, children understand exactly what we're trying to say, and we don't articulate that in the best way possible. So when it comes to an employee and you're trying to drive them, when you're trying to incite them, when you're trying to motivate them to produce more, if you don't deliver that message in a clear, concise ways, or even in a way that's going to incentivize him, you're going to have a roadblock. And then when you, on the other hand, see that, hey, he's maybe not meeting expectation, he's not meeting your goals, he's not meeting your metrics, then you want to hold accountability and bring down the hammer. And then you got to stop and think and put yourself in the position of the employee. You're now telling me I want to drive productivity. You want me to go, 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 go. So that brings your money. Go, 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 go. So this is benefiting, or in the mind of the employee, it's benefiting the owner, not myself. So you want me to work more to keep my same pay. That comes the first hurdle. So many people want to push their workforce, yet they don't incentivize their team. They don't explain what the funds are going to be for. They don't communicate the vision of the company, where they want to be in 6 months to 2 years to 5 years, 10-year goal. They don't understand, why are we going so hard for? When at the end of the day, the employee is only incentivized by his 8-hour workday or 40-hour work week. That's something that we as owners have to communicate. Now, granted, are there guys out there who don't communicate, who don't have a vision, who just don't know what they're doing as an owner? Yes, there's that side of the spectrum. And then there's the other side of the spectrum. So for me, my personal relationship with my employee, I had to sit down with him and say, hey, this is what we're doing, and this is where we're going to. We have a 3-year run when it comes to our electrical contracting business. We just got awarded a 5-year, so now that stretched it. This is what we're going to be in 5-6 years. The reason why we're doing this and the reason why we have these numbers is to match what we're going to be doing in 6 years, so we can be able to give you guys XYZ. And then comes the incentive. So now they see the vision, but then they see the incentive. If we do this, this is what I expect of you, but this is what you get as well. So when you're now pushing your team to produce more, them in turn are going to say, oh, wow, I'm going to get compensated in turn. Now, once again, devil's advocate. Are there contractors out there who dangle the fruit, dangle the carrot to their employees saying, hey, if you work hard, I'll take care of you? Absolutely. So that is a base on base or situation per situation conversation. Not every contractor is going to be honest. Not every employee is going to be honest. You have to hold yourself accountable. You have to hold yourself to your word. You have to now keep and make amends with your promises that you tell your team. So what's beautiful is that I had a team that I've been working with for some years now. They have the credibility. We have the reputation where, hey, we're here to work with you in the long run. This employee, as you can imagine, happens to be a newer employee. Newer in the sense where we had him for less than 6 months so far. So he hasn't had that track record of relationship between myself and him. So when I say do this and we're going to do this and everyone's going to do this and we're all going to go hooray, in his back of the mind, he's going, that's what the last guy promised me. So how do we work on that? Just like we mentioned, communication. Now I know I need to schedule some more one-on-one time with him so he can see the value, so he can see the vision, so he can see the longevity of not only working with me, but as well as how this will benefit him and his family in his personal life. That's how you drive productivity. It's always by incentive, but at the same time, it's always backed and enforced and reinforced and driven by accountability, metrics, and clear cut roles and communication. That's how you drive productivity in the sense of blue collar and what I'm dealing with here in Connecticut as an electrical contractor. Accountability now. As we mentioned before, there's a dilemma. I'm going to be pushing the company to produce more for you, yet you crack on me on accountability. There's a dance. So what I appreciate about driving your team, what I appreciate about incentivizing your team and communicating with your team is the fact that when you have these opportunities, you are now giving clear roles, clear responsibilities, as well as clear expectations. You hold roles, responsibilities, and expectations. They can self-regulate. They can keep themselves accountable, if that makes sense. If you have clear roles, clear responsibilities with clear communication, frequent communication, they're going to self-regulate. They're going to keep themselves accountable in the sense that, hey, Will said this. In our daily huddle, we described this. Hey, I spoke to him this afternoon. We need to do this. If you do that, they keep themselves accountable. Hey, I just spoke with Will. We have to do this. Hey, I just spoke with the team. We have to do this. Hey, we just did that. I have to do this. So they can self-regulate themselves. Make sure you have clear communication so your team can keep themselves accountable by self-regulating. And then after that, if there's reminders needed or disciplinary action to take, then you go down that path. This is the part where I speak to so many other contractors. Everybody seems to just want to jump to, oh, he's screwing me. Oh, he's doing this, doing that. And everybody just jumps to XYZ. Nobody goes to ABC. Have clear, concise communication with your guys. That. There's so many times myself. I don't know if you guys can relate to this. First of all, how many electrical contractors or contractors in general do we have on the live? I know I see Mape Electric. On Instagram, how many electrical contractors or contractors do we have watching the live? If you're a contractor or if you work for somebody, but you're a foreman or leadership position, how many do we have? So we have Mape, we have Junior, we have Stellman, we got G1, we got Fix It All Electric. So we have 5, 6, bada bing, California. We have 6 to 7, 8. How many more? Contractors or somebody in leadership position in their company, managers. Let's see, YouTube, we have anybody? Nobody. How many of us has been in this position where somebody does something and in your mind you cook up the story already? You cook up the story. In my head, I'm like, I bet I'm firing the dude. He ain't coming to me now. I got my ducks in a row. My man, he's done. He's done. He's out of here. You get on the phone call with him or you see him tomorrow, the next day at the office. What happens after you have like an honest 15-minute conversation with him? What happens? You go, dang. Next thing you know, he's in the truck driving to the job site. So much can be resolved by a conversation. Because in that instant, that heat of moment, you got World War III popping off. And you want to go tackle it. You want to head strong. You know, this is my company, my reputation. I'm going ba 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 ba. You have the conversation, and then you're like, oh wow. All right. He didn't see it. Exactly. Yeah, you love him again. It always happens like that, doesn't it? Because we go in with our first gut and we don't stop to think, you know, let's talk. Of course, this doesn't take into account if someone does something outrageous or grievous, hit somebody with a vehicle, stealing material. Of course, those are different types of conversation. I'm talking about just misunderstandings or someone had a bad week and you don't know how to communicate with that. That's something we want to keep in mind. So there's so many times where you go in and you're thinking, all right, I'm going to fire this dude. You have a 5, 10, 15-minute conversation with him. Sometimes those conversations go up to an hour. You have a conversation with that dude and you're like, dang, man, you know? Yeah, he didn't understand something, or now he understands your viewpoint. You didn't see his viewpoint, or he wanted something and you misunderstood what he was trying to get. You think he was trying to take advantage of you, but then he was trying to look out for. It's a whole dance. And guess what? That doesn't stop. That's going to happen reoccurring, especially when you get more employees, it's going to happen. But you have to learn to develop the skills, the mindset, the quality, the communication, the skills that you need. So when that happens, you can handle an honest conversation. So that was today's topic. We talked about how to drive productivity as well as keeping accountability intact in your company. How is that, and how and why is that so important? Because both key components is derived from having clear-cut roles, responsibilities with frequent communication. Roles, responsibilities, frequent communication. You have to communicate with your team. Good, bad, ugly. You have to communicate with the team their responsibilities, their expectations, so that they can produce. When they know what's going to be expected of them, they can self-regulate and keep themselves accountable. So now when they keep themselves accountable, you are in the background, and you step in when something goes beyond scope. When, hey, now has a pattern of not meeting his metrics, meeting his goals, meeting his production, like we already been discussing daily. That's when you come in with your accountability and you talk to him. Hey, what can we do? What's going on? Pop out your conversations without jumping to conclusions just because he didn't meet his goal one time, two times, or, maybe there's something wrong. So that's our topic for today: how to drive productivity while keeping your team accountable. I want to open it up to the floor with you guys. What do you guys have on your mind? What are you guys thinking about? Happy Tuesday, everybody. It's September 24th. We're almost 3 months away from the end of the year. We got to finish this, ride this wave out, guys. We are right there. Proud of each and every one of you. If you guys have any topics that you wanted to discuss when it comes to accountability, communication, or driving productivity, feel free to comment down below. Also, feel free to jump on live if you guys want. If you guys do not want to, we can end it early tonight, have a nice early Tuesday night so that tomorrow we can get ready for work and have a nice productive day. Boom. I'm just glad the others have the same problem as me. Oh yeah, Barba, you're not alone. What's so funny about a lot of this is the simple fact that so many people go through the same experience. So many people go through the same pains, the same hurdles, yet nobody talks about it. Nobody explains it. Nobody communicates this with other people. We already know it's difficult to communicate, but there's so many different people out there who aren't learning from other people. When you have all the resources, we're more connected than ever. So what's holding people up? We have one request going in, and let's see if he jumps in. My man, bro, what were you? Where were you today? Because you took one photo. It looked like you had a blazer on, right?
I had to take it off so I don't get any food on it, but I got the collar on, you know what I'm saying?
You see, you white collar tonight. Look at you.
Got the thing, I got the thing on, you know? So,
my man.
I was in the apartment for sale. It was an open house, $11.5 million apartment.
Dang.
There's all real estate agents, architects, potential clients, other builders. So I made a few good connections tonight.
Nice.
But I'm jumping in, I'm driving. That's why I can't really type, but to talk about what you're talking about as far as being a leader and holding, the guys holding themselves accountable.
Please.
What I did with the guys is I did that, the personal audit.
Yep.
Let them commit to what they're going to commit to. And I have it documented. When they start slipping, pull them in. And you talk to them like, I don't want to say like you're a kid, but like they're your family. I shouldn't say like a kid, like your family, like it's your cousin.
Yep.
Dude, you told me this, bro. What's going on? You're doing this wrong, bro. And then they realize, oh shit, I committed to this, and I'm not keeping my word. And then they have a sense of guilt, a little. I'll be honest, my first boss never yelled. I used to fucking yell like a madman when I worked for him.
Okay, yeah.
And I would rather him yell at me and end it, because then I'd be like, all right, he yelled at me, I fucked up, he yelled at me, I'm good.
Yeah, like that made it square,
Yeah, but by him not yelling, the guilt I used to have when I made a mistake, bro. Holy shit. It hurts more, man. It hurts.
Bro, it's just like your wife. Yeah, like when we have a fight. Wait, let me just check if she on real quick.
I was just saying, what do you mean?
Oh yeah, wait. I mean, no. My wife, yo, did I tell you how much I love her? Yo, man, I didn't tell you that, guys. I love this girl, man.
Well, I don't have to worry. My wife don't talk unless I talk to her.
No, look, she's on here.
She's on it. Look. You get in trouble.
Yeah. No, but
somebody's on the couch.
She's like, I walk because I'm in the garage. I walk back into the house. It's just all set up for me. Nah, talk. Look, here she's like, nah, talk. No, but what it's like those moments is like what you said, like when me and my
you make a mistake and your wife gives you the guilt trip.
Yeah.
If you don't make mistakes, it's when you make the mistake.
Exactly. Or on top of that, when it gets worse, when you guys are fighting, when she's fighting back and forth with me, I know I'm still good. It's when she get quiet, you know, that's when I'm like, oh shoot, now I'm in trouble, you know.
Right.
Oh man, that's too funny. Hold up, don't. Yeah, that's funny, man. I didn't know.
But yes, the silent treatment is the guilt is something else, man.
Oh yeah, oh man, but yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It's definitely different when it comes to the team, you know.
Right. I have a couple of young guys that are very good. They have a lot of potential, and one of my guys, he slipped up. You know, minor thing. He came back. I said, what happened, bro? I said, you know, I give you his exam. His name's Carmine. I said, yo, you're fucking Carmine. What the fuck, bro? You're Carmine. You're not some fucking electrician. You're fucking Carmine, bro. You're fucking better than that. I went in on him.
Yeah.
And he was like, you're right. Because he is. He's really good. So he made like a little mistake. I just like, yo, bro, come on, man. You're better than that. And you know you're better than that. I don't need to tell you that. And, you know, he kind of straightened him out.
I treat
everyone like family with me. We all get along. So, you know, I really don't yell. So I show them their faults. They know their faults, you know. And, you know, like you have a new guy coming in, it makes it a little more difficult because he has to learn the culture of the company, you know. So that's where it's hard. Sometimes you get some guys that don't want to learn the culture. They want to keep that same negative.
Yep. Their viewpoint.
You know, those guys got to go. I got no time for those guys.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Like everything's against them.
Yes. Yeah. Like I'm out to get them. I gave them a job, but I'm trying to screw them. That type of thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like I woke up today to start this.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you. No, that's a good point. I appreciate that. And that's true. That's true. So many people are going through that. And just like everybody, I said there's an extreme. Whenever I talk about this, everybody gets revved up and they're like, yo, I'm gonna fire my boys. I'm gonna fire them.
Oh, yeah.
That's one extreme. The other extreme is what you said. There's guys out there who have toxic dudes who just keep letting it go because they don't want to lose a guy. That's the other extreme. Would you agree?
No, 100%.
Pull trigger and fire anybody. And then the other is let somebody stay when they obviously got to go, no matter how much they bring in.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that.
You have this misconception that you need the body to get jobs done.
Yep.
Meanwhile, you're better off without them.
Yep.
You know?
Oh, yeah. And there was one year with PBD, he goes, your pillow gets softer overnight when you don't have to worry because you're always that's like a thorn in you. You know what I mean? And it keeps you up and you're like, I can't trust the flow because of a certain individual.
Right. 100%.
I love that.
100%. So
I appreciate
that. Fucking nuts. Yeah, I figured I'd jump on and just give that point.
No, I love that, bro. I appreciate you always.
You know?
Yeah, buddy.
Just getting home.
All right, then you enjoy it with wifey. You know, I'm on the couch, so I'll text you in the night.
She's sleeping, bro. She don't wait for me.
Oh, you see, at least you're good.
I'm not that important. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I got you, man. Well, I appreciate you, bro. All right.
All right, brother.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
You
Take
too.
care.
Awesome. So that was Mike Stellman of Stellman Electrical Corp, based out of New York City. So if you guys ever want to pick his brain, feel free to reach out to Mike Stellman Electrical Corp, based out of New York City. But if anybody else has any points, any questions, concerns, or wants to jump on live, feel free. If not, it's 9:30. We can call it a quick night. Just wanted to touch base with each and every one of you. Remember, drive productivity. You need to be accountable to your team. But to do that, you have to drive them with clear roles, responsibilities, with communication. with communication, guys. There's extremes to everything. Have a modest approach to everything you do, and you guys can be the skilled trades professional that you guys all know you can be. Proud of each and every one of you guys. Keep it up. Thursday, we will see you guys again. But if you guys have any last minute comments, questions, concerns, feel free to send me a comment down below. Send us a DM. Or if you want to see the recording of this, it's also on YouTube, on our Instagram page, not Instagram page, on our YouTube page at Energize Us Edu. But with that being said, this weekend we are headed over back to California, to San Diego now for NECA 2024. It's going to be an exciting time. We have a booth out there. We have some team members who are going to be flying out. We have Spartan Hero, Nick, Andrea, that electrician chick, and Cameron, Tennessee electrician. It's going to be a fun time. We have Tieta also, who's coming to hold the gang box, our display that we're going to have, as well as Tommy, our marketing and creative director, who's going to be there filming and interacting with everybody. So if you guys want to meet up, if you guys want to talk, discuss things, need anything from us in particular, how we can help you guys with either hard skills, getting your guys' license, trainings, soft skills, professional development, self-development, whatever you guys need, feel free to reach out. But once again, appreciate each and every one of you guys. You guys are doing an amazing job. Proud of you guys. If you guys need anything, feel free to message us, DM us, send a message. Be safe, everybody. Have a good night.